My name is Andrew Ochola. I am the Acting Executive Director of Haki Centre. Haki Centre is a human rights organization based in Mombasa, Kenya. We are working to promote progressive realization of human rights. We work with the vulnerable and marginalized communities. Our target groups are youth, children, and women. Since 2014, our organization has been working to advance social justice through legal empowerment, human rights education, community organizing, and peace building. Nearly all the programs that we do have a component of children's rights. For example, we have the legal identity program, which promotes legal identity for all, and it's in line with the Sustainable Development Goal number 16.9, which calls for legal identity for all, including birth registration. Birth registration is important because it's a protection document. It ensures that the child is protected from all forms of violence and exploitation, but it also ensures that the child is able to access basic rights and services such as health and education. The other one is a project that we're doing to empower poor women to take charge of their social and economic empowerment, to ensure that they address the issues, their own issues, and they're also able to advocate for social inclusion. We are targeting women to empower them to ensure that children's rights are protected and children are able to access basic needs and basic rights like education and healthcare. The mentoring program started in 2014. We started with the 20 primary schools. We were targeting children of 6 to 12 years. And the goal was to empower them on their right as peace ambassadors. We also wanted to educate them on children's rights so that they understand their rights and they are able to advocate for those rights. One thing that we did when we were starting is to provide 10 competencies to the 20 schools that we were working with. This is to support them, to help the teachers in their teaching and also to promote learning. There were a number of strategies that we used. We were using role models. We invited role models to come and speak to children. We were using engagement with the law enforcement so that we could build a strong relationship between children and law enforcement, because at the time there were issues between the community and law enforcement. We were also using debates and essays, so we would organize debate competition and essays just to try to give children an opportunity to express themselves, to get in touch with the issues that are happening on the ground, and also to improve their communication skills. Apart from that, we engaged in peer-to-peer education, where we encouraged children to be ambassadors of peace, so they would teach each other, share what they know about the issues and how they could be addressed. And that was important in trying to build them in their capacity as agents of change within their schools and in their communities. The program has evolved because when we were starting, basically we were looking at the issues in the neighborhoods of those schools, and we realized that there was violence against women and girls, and this contributed to school dropouts. We had cases of pregnancies, early marriages. Children were not really completing their studies in primary schools. The rate of retention was very low, and some of them would not even transition to secondary schools. So we were looking at something that, yes, we would promote peace and help children understand their rights, but we also encourage them to stay in school, work hard, and help them know that there is, if you work hard in school, there is hope. In future, you can become someone. But later on, the program started evolving, and we wanted to introduce more creative ways of promoting peace and also improving learning outcomes for students. So what we did is to borrow this approach called Play for Peace, where we, in collaboration with the Mombasa Sports for All, we introduce ball games in schools as a way of teaching life skills to children. Apart from that, we collaborated with Mombasa Chess Academy to introduce the game of chess in school, because we realized that chess had a lot of benefits to young children in terms of improving mental dexterity, in terms of improving focus, creativity, critical thinking, and all that. So we introduced chess just to complement the other activities that we had been doing. And I can say chess has really worked well. We piloted in 6 schools. We were hoping to upscale it, but then COVID happened and we were not able to continue. One of the challenges that we have faced is that teachers felt that the programs or the activities were taking much time because they wanted to concentrate on academics. So you realize that it's time for these activities, but now the children are still in class doing their academics. So it was a bit of a conflict. But I think with the introduction of competency-based program, these activities are similar to what is in CBC. So I think it will be a good opportunity to partner with schools in implementing those activities. Another challenge has been transfer of teachers, because usually we train teachers to help us in the implementation of the project. So you train a teacher today, and then the next day transferred to a different school that is not part of the program. So that is a challenge, but how we have tried to address that is to train more than one teacher per school, so that even when one teacher is transferred to another school, there is you have another teacher that can continue with the program. There is need for support, financial and otherwise, because there is a lot that we're trying to build, and we need resources to help us do that. So for example, the school mentoring program is only being implemented in 20 schools. We consider we'd like to upscale it to more schools in Kwale County, but even in terms of the current engagement that we have, for instance, the chess game was introduced in 6 schools. We would like to now upscale it to the remaining schools. So we still need support to do that.